Hello, hello, hello. Very good afternoon to all of us here to Body, Mind, Soul Live Talk. And it is the Live Talk of number 17. And I want to hear from all the crowd over here. I think we will take at least about a minute to warm up the crowd, allowing everyone to catch us. Today, I have another handsome speaker over here. Yeah, we always call him handsome. We call him BMW personally. Yeah. So later I will share with everyone why did we call him personally BMW. Yeah. Yes, and for all those who followed the talk yesterday, I promised that there will be an article I wish to share. But before that, I wish to hear from everyone your love, your light, and also talk to me, engage with me. How has your afternoon been? How's your Saturday? And it's a long weekend. I'm sure there are a lot now on the holiday. Monday, we are celebrating Merdeka, our Malaysia National Day. And this year, we celebrate our National Day, I'm sure, very, very differently. At the same time, very, very uniquely as well. With all the news that have just spread yesterday also, that, the RMCO is extended to end of this year. But it's okay. Things are getting a lot better than before. I'm sure we can cope it together as one nation. We can move forward even better as well. So, about yesterday, the topic is, have you thought of what if, right? And I mentioned that, you can always have a choice not to buy into your what if. And I want to share an article from our volume number 5 magazine that was published in July to September 2015. It's about, let me see, affirmations to reboot your reality instantly. So remember yesterday I talked about, the what if is playing in our mind, and therefore there's always a choice for us to turn things around, and this is how it is. Here you go. So it's a little bit of the article of how we can use affirmation to reboot our reality instantly, available on the magazine volume 15. And over here, Stacy shared with us also, there are a lot of other questions that we can ask. And all this is come up with your own and experience the power of your own affirmation. And also, affirmation is an empowering question that assumes that what you want has already happened. So your mind then kicks into a searching mode to look for an answer. So I believe this will help us a lot when we talk about, all the what if. And I was going through the article that, Michael and Vivian, the couple that are here. No, not here today, but only Michael, the husband only. Yeah. So Michael will share with us, a little bit of how he walked through it. Today, our topic is turning to the light. Yeah, what do we mean when we say turning to the light? Can I hear from the audience? I have about more like some audience over here. When you look at the title, turning to the light, what hits you the first thing? Is it a question mark? What are we trying to say? Or anything that occur in your mind? So I have Vivian over here. Hi, good afternoon, Christina. Yes, Vivian, thank you very much for having your husband to be with us today. Yeah. JT, a great afternoon to Christina and everyone. Hello, JT. Thank you for joining us, JT. Heaven means, turning to the light is heaven. Is that what you mean? To be very honest to all the audience here, while you are replying my question, when we say turning to the light, what occurs in your mind? What is your first thought when you look at the topic? So today, very rare, I use the word honor, but it's truly, it's my pleasure. It is my honor to have Michael to come out to our live talk today. And today is our live talk number 17 to share with us his personal experience, about turning to the light, about him facing losing his loved ones, not one, but two, in a short period of time. I have lost my uncle who are very close with me. I've lost my friends when they are very young. At their young age, I question as well, what happened, So when I was going through, like a pre-discussion with him, there are a lot of things that I've gotten from him. And he inspired me a lot, especially when it comes to the word grief. Yeah. So stay with us when I welcome Michael to come up and join us and listen to him sharing with us from his very truthful, honest feeling of his experience of losing his loved ones. I'm sure I'll leave the gist of the story when he's up. I will not say much more than that, but stay with us because he truly inspired me and gave me a different definition when it comes to the word grief. Yeah. So I have some answers over here. I think JT is saying to see the bright and positive sides of things. Ah, yes. Vivian is sharing, agree with JT on turning to the light. Yeah, exactly. Turning to the light has a lot to do with to see the bright and positive side of things as well. So there are a lot of changes happening in this short period of time since the beginning of the year. Turning to the light is also similar and is applicable in a lot of ways in our life as well. Lao Xiaoshai is sharing is changing from negativity to positive. Yes, exactly. So I believe our crowd is more and less ready, and my speaker is ready finally. Michael, you're ready, yeah? I can see you from the back, All right. So, Christina, signature post. Put your hands together, even though I don't see you, right? Rub your palms together. Clap, 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 so that you can welcome Michael together with me. So let's put your hands together for Michaael Wong, the general
Hello,
manager.
everybody. Good afternoon. Good
Hi,
afternoon,
Michael.
everybody.
How are you
Hello. Thank
now?
you. Very good. Thank you very much. Thank you, Body Mind Soul Talk Show, for inviting me here today to share my experience. Thank you, Christina, for hosting. Thank you,
Thank
everybody,
you.
for joining.
Thank you for coming. So, Michael, your title is General Manager of a JFE
Soji Trade, yes.
Soji Trade.
We are. Yeah. Let me explain a little bit on
Mm.
the this company that I've been for almost 25 years now. I started from a freshman up to my current position, and this company is basically doing international import and export business,
Mhm.
related a lot on steel related products. We import products from Japan and all over the world into Malaysia, and also we try to export to promote Malaysian Boleh product to the world as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's another thing that we should celebrate on behalf of National Day, right?
Yes. I'm sure there is
Awesome.
a lot of. I'm sure with the current, internet things going on, everybody is a lockdown, and everybody is trying to look at opportunities to promote their products. So Malaysia is a very good base. We have very good infrastructures in the country, so much way ahead of other countries. I'm sure Malaysia has a lot of Malaysian Boleh product to be
Yes.
exported out to
Yes. So
help our countries
also
as well.
Yeah, so it's also another great news to all of us who are Malaysia, anak Malaysia. So it's also our celebration of our National Day. So happy Merdeka to all of us who are celebrating National Day together on the coming Monday. And it's going to be a long weekend for all of us to truly bring out the Malaysian spirit. So at the same time for today, we are here with Michael to talk about turning to the light. So, Michael, before we go there, I have a lot of hello that I need to flash out to you.
Okay.
Vivian is saying, so handsome. Yeah, your wife, very supportive. Yeah. Now is saying, hi, hello, Michael.
Hello,
Yeah.
Lau. Hello,
And
Vivi.
then
Hello, my love.
with
Hello,
your
Lau.
with your sharing about your company, how long you've been working there. She said,
Yeah.
we can know your age then. We have Fong over here saying hello to you,
Hello,
Michael.
Pong.
Yeah, Ryoko is saying awesome. JT, thank you, cheerful Michael, for your sharing. Yeah. So I believe everyone is truly looking forward because in our post caption, yeah, to all the audience, today we are here with Michael to understand, from his own experience,
Mhm.
how he walked through or even how he is walking through of the loss of his loved one. So Michael, would you share a little bit more about your own story and what inspired you to come here today to talk about this? It's not easy.
Yeah. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Christina, again. Of course, uh, I was also in the beginning a little bit reluctant, but because I don't know what can I portray out. But after thinking about it, then I felt that I'm doing pretty well, and there must be a reason why I'm doing pretty well, and that's why I'm willing to share how I overcome my position, my current situations. And for those who don't know that, I had the honor of seeing my father pass away in October 2018. And recently, my son, my younger son, Derek, he was 15 at that time. He passed away on the 20th of February this year. And within this short period of time of 14 months, I had the honor of sending both of my loved one away. And it was not easy. It was not easy, especially for my son,
Yes.
because a lot of people, if they look at my situation, the first thing that come into their mind is, "Wow, you are so pity. I'm so sorry to hear about what you have gone through." And to be frank, it is not easy. As a parent, if you look at if you all look at the situation, a lot of as a parents, especially my son, the pain is so many times bigger than when I lose my father. The pain is so unbearable, so different. I can't really explain it out, but I would just tell a little bit that as a parent, we sometimes people will associate that. I also sometimes think that maybe I never do my best. That as a parent I fail him, because it is my duty to protect him, to see that he's in a safe zone, and no matter what he's going through, I have to be there, right? And not able to see him now hurts a lot. Not able to see him.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, Michael, I will not be able to understand your pain, honestly, because I don't have a children. I can only, I would say I can only empathize through my experience of losing my uncle, yet it's not even my father. The bonding of uncle and father is different, right? And in your article that you have written for our latest volume magazine, turning to the light as well. That's why the title of today is Turning to the Light.
Okay.
You actually, you share with all the audience or the readers, one part of it that I read when I go through the article was there were a lot of what if during the whole period. So Michael, can you just share a little bit with us about that what if, I believe is something somewhat related to what you have just shared just now. It's about you could have done better.
Yeah, it's mainly associated with what if the outcome is so much different. What would be the treatment that we were given to him? Would it be different if we choose another type of treatments? Would the situation improve if we would have waited a little bit longer?
There were a lot of what if,
Yeah, whether that is the right doctor, whether that is the right hospital, whether that is the right treatment. So many what if comes into the mind
after his passing.
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And I'm sure things are a little different from now. And before we go forward, you have a lot of hardship in the live chat that I really want to pull out for you. We have Florence over here. We have Vivian saying hi to Miss Ma. And we have Miss Ma saying hi to Vivian as well. We have Ivan Chan over here saying missing Derek. And just so that the audience know that Derek is the son of Michael, who has passed to the light as well. We have Vivian saying, okay, so this one I shouldn't. Vivian is saying, gosh, I'm crying now.
Me too.
Let's be authentic. If that's, I believe, Michael, that's why you are here today, to also share with a lot of us, how you and Vivian walked through this journey. Maybe a little bit of a background story of what Derek, which is your son, have gone through before passing. Just a little bit story so that the audience knows the story.
Okay, he was diagnosed with having a brain tumor 7 years ago. 7 years ago, he was diagnosed with the brain tumor, and he had his first operations in 2014. Then recently, last year, the tumor relapsed, and that is where he passed into transition. But it was we always look at this journey as a very beautiful journey. We never put any blame on him or the situation, because it is also because of Derek 7 years ago when he first had this issue with the brain tumor. Both me and my wife, we embrace spiritual. We take up our spiritual path together because of Derek. So we always say that we always believe it is because of my son Derek that brought us into spiritual path, that help us to go to overcome the situation that we are having today.
So today, I also have a comment over here. I believe those who are commenting, they are parent themselves. I mean, I'm not someone that's cold-blooded, but because I'm the host, I have to host the show. I know Derek personally as well,
Right.
and Derek has been such an angel that he came for all our Body, Mind, Soul Carnival, right? As much as he can, even though there are times his condition doesn't allow him to come to be in the crowd, to be in a big crowd. Yet, because of his strength, because of his belief of spreading positivity, spreading love, spreading light, he still chose to be there with us, with you, with Vivian as well. And he was always there, when his condition is good, he will always be the one cheering. I remember him walking around with our free hug parade. We started off with free hug parade, and then after that we moved forward to positive parade, where we share positivity quotes, when we share, there were so many great memories that we had with Derek. He was such an inspiring soul per se, that have constantly reminded us who we truly are. At the age of 15, I mean, when I know him, I think he was at the age of 13. Yeah.
Yes.
At the age of 13 to 15, that kind of amount of certainty, the persistence, the strength, his faith, truly vibrates in my heart as I speak now. I'm trying my best not to tear, but when the time right, I have my tissue box with me. So Michael, you won't be alone, right? Today we are here to also share a little bit of Michael's insights of how he gone through it together, right? I have Trilling over here. Hi, Christina. Hi, Michaael Wong. Takes a lot of strength and courage to share your deepest, most feeling. Much love and hugs to you, Vivian, as well. I'm sure it's your
Hello,
personal
Trilling.
friend. Yeah.
Yes.
So we have Sarah. Lau is saying, I'm crying too. He gave his best in all ways.
Thank you.
From Trilling as well. Yeah, so, one thing that you and I talked before the live talk is, when you talk about the word grief, you inspire me very differently, because to me, when I think of the word grief, Michael, I only thought of tears. I only thought of sadness. I only thought of mourning, MOURNING.
Okay.
But that day when we were going through the sequence or the content of this talk, you shared with me that you grieve with happiness as well, and that's stunned me, Michael, because I believe a lot of the viewers out there might not be able to get the understanding of the grieving of in your context, where you share with me that you when you are grieving through, you are not just thinking about you losing him, but also the memory and the good memories that you have with him as well. And you know what, Michael? And because of that conversation that we had before the live talk, it makes me bring this up, that he was there with us in the carnival, and I remember his smile. I remember him doing the yes. We always do the yes before we parade, and we want to boost out our energy, and he was there every time. And yeah, we have Vivi over here. Hi, Vivian. Miss you both. Can't stop my tears. We all have met Derek, yes, and I cry every time I think of Derek, missing him very much from Florence. Yeah, you see, I believe this is why we are here doing what we are doing today. And Michael, thank you very much. It's truly a lot of courage and a lot of strength for you to speak about your son and your feeling in front of the audience. And it is a life, Michael. And you know what? This life is going to stay. Maybe 2 years, 3 years later, when you watch this back, you will have a different feeling watching this. We're thinking about Derek at the same time. So, I will just go straight to the points that you wanted to share, that with all the audience over here, when you are walking through, because you know what, I've read your article and I purposely read it again before the live talk, and I find there are so much of words of wisdom, and it's very honest, and it's very courageous to be so open with how you and Vivian feel of your experience, not forgetting the brother who is still here as well, Darren.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's pull out the first thing that you wanted to share with the audience: acceptance with open
With an
heart.
open heart.
Yes.
Thank you, Christina. I was overcome with emotion just now when you were talking about my son. Some emotional, I really miss him. A lot of memories came out just now. So thank you, Christina, for reminding him again that he's always, externally in our heart. Right?
Yeah.
Thank you again. So of course, as I mentioned just now, that spiritual, both me and my wife embraced spiritual 7 years ago because of my son Derek. And looking at it back now, spirituality at that time, we thought of doing it to help us overcome the situation, right? But we never thought that it really helped us at this moment, help us to pull us through this difficult and painful experience. See, it is through spiritual journey that we had a chance to really learn how to control our emotions. We learn how to live mindfully. We got a chance to reconnect the love within ourselves, and so many other benefits that we have gone through. With the spiritual path that we attended at the Golden Space. We attended the Awaken the Divine You at the Golden Space together with my wife. But if you ask me, what would be the biggest tips that I managed to go through this period through the spiritual, is I would say the first one would be accepting the situation with an open heart. Acceptance with an open heart. Accepting.
Michael, elaborate a little bit more. About
Yes.
this.
Yeah, because I think the first thing that both me, my wife, and the family that we really need to do when Derek is no longer with us was we have to accept it that he is not coming back at all. Sorry. No matter how we want, but he's not coming back at all. To just accept that he's no longer with us. Accept it with an open heart that he's no longer with us. And
physically that he's no longer
Yes,
there,
yes.
Walking in the house like how it used to be. I'm sure I can't say I truly understand again, Michael. This is something that I have yet to experience it myself because I don't even have a child of my own.
Yeah.
If I say I understand, it'll be, too fake to even say that. But I do understand to a certain extent where physically he's just not there anymore. But I'm sure through spirituality, it helps us to connect with Derek.
He's always
within
with us.
our heart.
He's always with us. Yes.
Yeah.
So so when I said totally accept the situation, is we have to totally accept and surrender the outcome, that this is the best outcome for him. Yeah. It is true that it is difficult, but if a lot of people, if they can't accept that this situation, they can't move forward. This is always the first step.
But you see,
a
lot of time when we talk about grieving of losing a loved ones, we always know that we have to accept the fact that that person is gone.
Yes.
That is always the first thing that everyone around you or your friends, you have to embrace, accept the fact that he's not there anymore. But I feel your acceptance here with an open heart has a deeper layer meaning than just about accepting the fact that he is not here. Because a lot of time we say we accept, right? We are saying it, we accept.
Yes.
inside us, we might not know we truly accepted this fact. I believe until you can truly feel that he is always inside your heart, Michael.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, true. I agree with what you say, Christina. Sometimes through my own reflection, through meditations, right? I have some. It's through the reflection that a lot of memories about him came out. That I know that even though physically he's not with us anymore, but his memory always lives internally in our heart. He's always with us in our heart here. So a lot of good memories of him still pop up here and there. Sometimes it makes me cry, sometimes it makes me happy. Just knowing that, even though he's no longer with us, but his memory is always with us.
That's very beautiful. Let us just pull out some comment before you go to your next sharing.
Okay.
Nicole over here, big love to Michael and Vivian. I have so much respect and love to you both. I adore and look up to you both a lot. Thanks for showing us how strong and kind a couple can be even in the toughest time.
Yes.
We have Ryoko missing. I think it's missing Vivian, and Ryoko is saying to you acceptance. I'm tearing watching you, Michael. Big hug to you, brother. Ivan sending love and hugs to Uncle Mike. Yeah, Uncle Mike. You are not Coco anymore, Uncle. Big hug to you, Michael. Monica is saying big hug to you, Michael. Hello, Monica. So nice to
Monica.
see you.
Hello.
Hi, Monica. Monica, I miss you too as well. Hope you are doing well. JT, big hugs to Michael and Vivian Law, I believe.
Not long.
Yeah, not long. So Michael, when you have come to a term, I believe that take practice, like what you say. I believe meditation and the tools that you have gotten from the golden space, the practices or the understanding that you have gotten from Master Umesh Nawani, our founder of the golden space, and with that kind of understanding and practicing meditation, it gives you a different depth of understanding how to, I wouldn't say control, but how to manage and face our emotion honestly. That's where the open heart means, right? It's truly facing our emotions honestly, right? And there leads to your second tips, which is this one: allow yourself to grieve. And by the word grief, by the word grief, I have shared a fair bit with the audience of what you inspired me. And when you talk about it that time during our discussion, it just gave me a lot of aha moments, that I've never looked at grief the way you look at it. Can you please, from your own perspective, from your own voice, share with the audience your perspective and your concept when it comes to the word grief?
Okay, thank you, Christina. But when you just now mentioned Master Umesh, I have to say thank you to him. He's always been supportive through this difficult period. He's always there, to ask, to show his concern and his love. So, Master Umesh, thank you very much. So I'll come back to this grief, and then which you mentioned a little bit just now. Of course, a lot of people, this general society understanding of grief is sadness. I would say most of them associate grief with sadness, especially when you lose a loved one. It's always associated with sadness, anger, sorrow, and all those things. Yeah, of course. For me, I also experienced that part of the grief, right? And but there is also another part which a lot of people did not fully see through it, which I have the opportunity to experience it through my journey through spiritualists. Sometimes grief can also be love and happiness. Why do I say that? Because I have had the opportunities to experience grief, when I was tearing, when I was crying, but that crying was more on love. It's not on sadness. It was true. That grieving moment was thinking about how he would be when he was happy, when he was just, being his playful self to make us happy.
The cheeky one.
The cheeky one. And I, while grieving, was crying but happy. The emotion is not sad, but it's happy and it was just happy. And I can't. That's why I need to share it to talk it to you and to share it with the audience that there is always two parts of the grief, right? But we shouldn't let the sadness part to overcome to consume us, to overtake the feeling that we are going through it. Because grieving, there is no time frame. Some people can go through grieving through a very long period, and there is no no right way to deal with grief. Everybody deals with it differently.
Yes.
My experience, like me, like in our family, I go through grief as a father. My wife would have gone through it as a mother, and my son, he gone through it as a brother. So our grieving and our feeling is different. Of course, it is because of his going, but the grieving is different. I cannot understand my wife, how as a mother, how she would have grieved it. I cannot truly understand in depth.
Yes. Yes.
Right? You understand what I'm trying to say, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you couldn't understand how Darren, which is the older brother, go through it of being a
Yes.
younger sibling that have grown up together with, right? It's different. It's definitely
Yeah.
different. And I like the part where you bring it out, the word grief has two sides of the coin. Like
Right.
how life always has two sides of a coin,
Yes.
right? Can the grief in general eyes, in the public eyes, it always come with a lot of heaviness,
Yes.
sadness, anger, mourn, don't understand why this had happened.
True.
But you showed us the other side of the coin. It comes
Yeah.
with happiness, it comes with memories, it comes with good memories, it comes with a lot of love, it comes with
Yes.
lightness, you know.
Yes.
So it is up to us which side of the coin we wish to go. Definitely, we have to go through the side of the sadness, the
Both.
mourning,
Right.
the anger, right? But that is why you show us this phrase in front of us now. Allow yourself to grieve. Even though you are feeling sad, you allow yourself to feel sad. Even though you are feeling angry, you allow yourself to feel
Yes.
anger. At the same time, that's where it brings you to
Yes.
understand grief has the other side of the coin.
Right.
This is something that I really need to share with the public so that we can create the
And,
awareness, right?
if you just allow me to add, and also I would say that to allow yourself to grieve. If you need to cry, just cry it out. Don't suppress that emotion. I just want to share that. We had a conversation with our eldest son, my eldest son Darren, that we told him that whenever that you see that if your father or your mother need cry, don't feel scared, because a lot of people, they would think that if they see the father, head of the household, crying, there must be something really bad going to happen, right? They don't know how to react. But we explained to our eldest son that if you see us crying, that is our way of releasing our emotion. One way of us releasing the emotion, right? Yeah, for me at this moment, yes, I do cry. Yes, like I'm crying just now. But I don't let I'm crying just now, but now I'm laughing. I don't let the when I cry, when I need to cry, I just cry. I don't
Yes.
suppress that emotion.
Yes.
Right?
You honor that.
Yes,
You
I
honor.
honor that. I
Yes.
honor that emotion. I let it cry. I observe the emotion. I let it cry, and I just understand why I need to cry. But I don't let. But the most important thing is I don't let the emotion consume me for the rest of the day. If I need to cry for a certain for a moment, for that moment, then I just let it go. I don't have to close my eyes or hide somewhere to cry. If I need to cry, I just cry it out. So and better doing that.
I think I'm losing you a little bit just now, Michael. Are you still? Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. You are back with me.
Yes.
All right. So, yeah. Today the line is a little unsteady, but it's okay.
Yes.
I got the point where you say you allow yourself to cry when you need the time to cry, and I got the point that you also have a discussion with your eldest, Darren, to let him know that don't be scared when you see Papa or Mama is crying.
Yes,
It's
yes,
just a
true.
way that we need to express our emotions, and that's one of the way that we manage our emotions. Yeah, so don't be
Right.
scared. Like what you say, we always think that father is the pillar of the house, is the
Right,
pillar
right,
of the
right.
family. Father has to stay very, very strong and not shed the tears. But here you are teaching your son and the rest of us who are watching now that father can also allow themselves to tear up if they need to
Yes.
open
Yes.
themselves up and
Yes.
allow the emotions to just flow and not suppressing it. But
Right.
the key point here that you pointed out was do not
Oh,
stay in that and drown in that for the whole,
yes. Right.
because grief has two sides of the coin,
Right. 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 True. True.
right?
Yes. Very
And
true.
yes, and before we go to the next sharing from Michael, I have a lot of comments I need to pull out as well. Monica is saying hello, and then Monica also. Yes, I'm seeing you soon. Yeah, Monica, let's catch up soon. Susie, I'm here for you too, my dearest loving brother,
Hi,
Michael.
Susie. Thank you, Susie.
Ivan, Derek filled our life with so much joy. He will always live in our memories. Yes, Ivan, that is very, very, very true. And this
Yeah.
is why we are here today to openly speak about this, of how we can walk through it together, about losing someone that we love, whether our role is a friend, whether our role is parents, or whether our role as a children as well. Yeah. So fellas over here, this is more than a mature mindset. This
Hi, fellas.
this is a perspective, I believe.
Active.
Yeah, I think this is a
Yeah.
perspective and beingness of higher consciousness. Thank you, Michael, for shining such example.
Thank you,
And
fellas.
thank you, BMS, Body, Mind, Soul, for shining such
Yes.
content. Thank you, fellas. Thank you for joining us and watching together with us. We have we have Michelle sending you a lot of hardship as well.
Hello, Michelle.
Michelle. So, you know what? The next one that you really share with all of us was the next pointers that allow that eventually, like what you say, there's always two sides of a coin.
Yes,
So
yes.
you practice this, that consciously choose to move
Move
forward.
forward.
But Michael, explain it a little bit more in this. What do you mean by consciously choose to move forward?
When Derek passed away, me and my wife, we already set a very strong intention that no matter how our life's going to be, which we don't know at the time, how it's going to transpire, how it's going to lead us, but what we decided on and what we set intention on, we have to move forward in our life. Move forward doesn't mean that we forget about Derek. Move forward means that we choose to move forward to honor him, because I'm sure Derek will want us as his parents and his brother, all his relative, his friend, to move forward, but not to be in the mourning stage or in the grieving stage over him for a long period of time. Yes, we can grieve, as I said in the second thief, but he will want all of us to move forward in life.
Yeah,
And
being who he is, being who.
yes. So for me personally, I choose to move forward because I want to honor his life, and also because of him, I have a second chance to be a better person now, to reflect on those. Sorry,
What
I
do you
have
mean
a,
second
I have
chance?
a, I have a chance to become a better person now, to have more love, more happiness in my life because of him. Because Derek is such a happy boy, is full of unconditional love, and I want to continue that memory of him with me, and to share this memory from me to other people that I know.
Wow.
You see, you know, this was just a little bit out of the
No,
topic.
it's okay. Please.
You see, when grieving, I can gain a lot of bitterness in life. You get what I mean?
You can what?
I can gain a lot of sympathy from other people, but I have never in any time or even once asked for any sympathy from anybody. I met this. I just want to share. I met this customer of mine. So I was telling him what I'm going through, and the first thing that he told me was, he was so pity. He's so pity on my situation. He said he want to offer whatever thing he can help, but I just tell him it's all right. This is my journey. I don't want him to feel pity. I don't want him to feel sad, but just understand what I'm going through, and honor what I'm going through, honor my son, and that's it. I don't want him
Wow.
to,
Yeah, this is very interesting, Michael.
right?
Interesting in the sense that I'm not sure whether a lot of us who are walking through this journey, those who might are walking through
Mm-hmm.
the grief of losing someone that they love, whether they are aware of their words when they
Yes,
share.
yes,
But
yes,
for
yes.
you and your wife, the two of you are very aware
Mm-hmm.
of your intention, and you have constantly choose to move forward, and the pettiness is sometimes
Yes,
on different contexts. It's
right.
not necessarily right or wrong, but it's just a choice that you and your wife have made,
Yes.
that we move forward with more love, like what you say,
Mm.
with more love, with more lightness in our life,
Yes.
in
Mm-hmm.
honor of Derek's soul and
Mm-hmm.
Derek's character and persona and all
Mm-hmm.
all his cheekiness. I still remember when his condition is so good, the cheekiness, he doesn't need to do
Yeah.
anything. He just smile at you and that's it lah. You will just smile at him as well. That's how beautiful he is. And yeah, so your family is honoring and constantly carrying this good vibes of him while you
Mm-hmm.
are
Mm-hmm.
moving forward, and therefore you are very straightforward to your client and just
Mm-hmm.
tell them, hey, look, bro, yeah, you
Yeah,
just
yeah,
I thank you
yeah.
for your thought, but that's not where I intend to go. But thank you for your thoughts. Wow, that is very interesting. That's why I say this is
Mm.
very interesting, because it comes with awareness, Michael.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Because
It comes
I,
with
I had, I
awareness.
had, yeah, I had some opportunity. I have some situation as well when when we were sitting in a table and suddenly I tell them, I just lost my son recently, and the place would be so
Silent.
quiet, silent. They'll be so quiet, looking at me, trying their very best to to show their love, their support, but they just don't know what to say.
So, Michael, can I ask you one thing?
Right.
As a friend who is watching a friend or
Mhm.
knowing or received the news like how you just did, like
Okay.
you openly just tell your
Mm.
colleagues in a meeting, I've just lost my son.
Mm-hmm.
As a person who are going through this, maybe you can also share with audience who are friend towards someone that lose their loved one. What
Okay.
should a friend do?
A friend.
Yeah, a friend. What should a friend do? What kind of reaction or what kind of words that when you were going through or you inform,
Mm.
what was the thing that we should do?
Okay. Okay.
Friend to you,
Understand.
Michael.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
From this
understand the question in
Yes,
depth.
from this context.
Okay. Okay.
I know we didn't discuss this in our discussion,
All right. No
but
problem. No problem.
yeah, this just
Okay.
came to me because I believe a lot of us, as a friend, we will hear news, we send
Mhm.
our condolences, but
Okay. Okay.
what else, that we can do or we should do to make you who are in grieving can
Mm.
walk through it together or make you feel better,
Mm.
or maybe we shouldn't
Mm.
be calling,
Mm.
there are a lot of
Mm.
things that we don't know whether we should or we should
Okay.
not. So please
Okay.
do share with us
Okay.
in this context.
I think the most comforting, the most comforting response a friend would have offered to someone who had just lost a loved one would be to give their support. To just tell, for example, I really appreciate if a friend of mine would have just called me or text me and say that that he will always be there supporting me no matter what situation, no matter any time, or when I feel that I need to talk to somebody, they're just there to support me without any
Mm,
judgment, right? I think support would be the most important thing a friend could do in this difficult period.
mm,
Because
very.
yeah, because as a person who as what we have going through, we do need a lot of support, because sometimes, but some people, they are caught in the situation, they don't want to share it out. I had the opportunity, I met a lot of good soul like you, Christina, and in the golden space spiritual, my friend, who offer me, who call us, who offer their support, and we are very, very grateful. I'm always internally grateful for them. Even a simple hello, how are you today, touches my heart.
Wow.
Show me that they really care.
So as long as, as a friend, we just say as simple as, you know what, we are here for you. Let us know
Yes, yes.
anytime if you need
Mm,
anything, right?
mm,
As simple as that. That just show the support that we all have for our friends, right? Who are
mm.
going through a grieving period of losing someone. And Michael, as you are saying, I have a comment over here. Cool Kok Hua, stay cool, bro. You have
Yeah,
great
sure.
family.
Hi,
I
brother.
believe
Cool.
your friend, yeah, your
Yeah,
personal friend.
yes, my personal friend, who has been
Oh,
very supportive, who has also been very supportive throughout this period. He came for my son wake, and now he has been offering his support to me as well and to my family. Sometimes it's just the support that we want. He doesn't even need to say a lot of things.
okay, I think your wife has just sent something as well during our what is that?
Bereavement.
Bereavement. Messages of love and support pour in, and they greatly touched our hearts. So I
Yes.
believe future. I mean, there is birth. There's definitely the end of the life as well, which is death. This is a nature of law, right? It's a law of nature. It's a law of our earth. It's a law of human as well.
Mm-hmm,
There is
mm-hmm.
the birth and there is the end. There is a beginning. There's always the end.
Yes, yes,
So I
yes.
believe today's talk with you sharing with us, as a friend, as
Mm-hmm.
someone who is outside, not experiencing it. So the best way to show support, or the best way to not to be silent and quiet, like how you have shared just now, is to just respond with as simple as
Yes.
our heart. Bro, if you
Mm,
need anything, let us know.
mm.
We are here. Instead of total silence and you yourself. Okay, Michael, I'm just curious. What did you do after that when it's a total silence in the meeting room?
I will just respond to them. I will ask, "How are you, bro?" Because I don't let the grief part consume me.
I
I'm
see.
I'm, a, I'm aware of my emotion. I'm
Mm,
aware of it. So I take the first step to go and communicate back, to respond back to them, so that then they'll be more open,
nice, 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 nice.
especially male friend.
Why?
Because
Why say
male friends always, they keep everything in the heart. They don't express it out. They're not good in expressing.
so? Therefore, that's why to all the audience of Body Mind Soul magazine and Body Mind Soul Festival, that's why in my opening I say it was truly my honor to have Michael, to have you to join us today, because being a pillar of the home, being the father of someone who lose a loved one, which is your son, and also a husband to a wife. And I'm sure there are a lot of mixture emotions. It's not that mother don't grieve or mourn or what.
Mm,
Mother mourn differently, but as a
mm,
man, we a lot of time the society uh, kind of forgotten that men does have emotion as well,
yes,
and
yes.
and and men and male or man figure or father figure need that kind of outlet to also express themselves. And today you have shown us a very good way to understand this together with us as well. So
Mm.
yeah, so I have some other message over here. We love you, bro and Vivian.
Hi,
Yeah.
Stephanie.
Yes. All right. So, yeah, so this is a very good conversation, Michael. And you know
Mm.
what? The title is Turning to the Light. And I want to pull out your article again over here.
Okay.
Oh, let me just, yeah, over
Okay.
here. Let me just put the article full. You know what? You over here, you written there, he reconnected us with ourselves. I believe that is what it says, that he connected you both, as the parents, to spirit child.
Mm.
But over here, you talk a little bit the light of healing. Can you
Mm.
elaborate a little bit more in the article, if there is anything else that you have yet to share of the light
Okay.
of healing?
Yeah.
What do you mean by
Okay.
the light of healing, Michael?
I would say that whenever someone love, it's always a very daunting and challenging experience, right? Especially for the person that has been left behind.
Mm,
right? Like in my case. So of course we must always realize what we have been going through, and allow our, as I say in the beginning, allow ourselves to grieve when the times and whenever the feelings arises, and to always allow ourselves to remember the loved one that who have just passed, right? And sometimes that, I just want to share this, is that don't ever think that losing a loved one is the end of the road or the end of the journey for us, that there is no more purpose of living, but just embrace the situation, adapt to the new beginning, adapt the situation as a new beginning, as a new chapter in our life, into light. So if we can manage to do that, I'm sure there is a lot of healing that we can experience by ourselves. If a layman like me can do it, I'm sure a lot of people can do it. So the choice is always with us.
Nice, I like that. You know what? Before we end our session, or our talk today, I would like to share a little bit of what we have from the magazine. Every volume we have a workshop that comes with that volume. And today your topic is turn to the light, not turn into the light, turn to the light. And our latest volume, volume 25, our theme is same, turn to the light. Therefore, the workshop that comes with it is happening on next month, 19 September, Being the Light You Are, with Lucy Chan McFadyen. Being the light you are is as simple as, like what Michaael has gone through. So it's a process of able to face our inner emotions and allow all this inner emotions, or a lot of time those emotions that we suppress are negative emotions, like what you say, Michaael. Because of spirituality, that's where you learn how to manage your emotions, because when we are happy we don't need to manage because we feel good, right? It is all the not feeling good, unpleasant emotions, unpleasant feeling that we suppress it. And that is why Being the Light You Are is a workshop that can help us to truly digest our inner emotions, and then shine bright like how Michaael is shining, sharing his words of wisdom together with all the audience of Body Mind Soul magazine, as well as Body Mind Soul Festival. So Being the Light You Are is happening on the 19th September at 3 o'clock. It is a Zoom session. It is online, and I'm sure my admin will be publishing the registration link as well to all the viewers over here, so that if not, you can also register yourself on this link over here, and we will publish it on the comment also. Yeah. So yes. So Being the Light You Are, and you know what? I before I truly end the session, I just feel that even though I don't, I got to know you and Vivian and even Derek 3 years ago. So my connection with Derek is once in a few months, right? I saw him because I'm running the carnival, and it was truly, truly in the feeling that, sometimes I do feel Derek as well, even though I'm not that close with him. So it's very good that it's really, really, it's with a lot of gratitude on behalf of Body Mind Soul magazine to have you here, Michaael. And you know what? As we are speaking, there are a lot of messages still flowing in and flooding the comment. 加油, in case you don't know how to read Mandarin, 加油. Vivian and Michaael, you both done well. Thanks, Michaael, sharing your feelings. Ivan, thank you for sharing BMS and Mike.
Thank you, Ivan.
Also, Miss Ma, I love you guys,
Thank
and
you, Miss Ma.
yeah, Sarah, thank you, Mike, for sharing. Thank you, BMS. So proud of my husband crying on the FB live.
Be authentic. If I need to cry, I just cry.
Yes.
No point to suppress.
Yes, and that is what missing in the society, right? We truly allow ourselves to express ourselves, and in the form that to move forward more positive.
Right.
And it's always good to feel and to understand Derek. It's always living in our heart. And when you have that kind of understanding, moving forward and moving, going through, and the grief period is a lot easier. Of course, always it is easier said than done. But
Yes, yes,
what Michael say, if I as a layman I can do it, I'm sure a lot of you can also. And
yes.
if any of the audience that who stumble upon this video, if you would like to speak to Michael, let us know. Write to us at Body Mind Soul. You can write to us on our Facebook Messenger, and we will connect you with Michael if you are having the similar situation. If you want to speak to Michael privately, let us know. I'm sure, Michael, you
Yes,
are willing to share
yes,
more
I'm
of
sure.
your words of wisdom, right?
I'm
And
sure. I'm sure I'm here to help as well. To
and I
share
have
what we have.
and I have my admin keep telling me, remember to share why you call Michael BMW. You see, Michael last name is Michaael Wong, right? Michael Wong. That is the B, that is the MW.
And the
The
W.
B stands for billionaire Michael
Oh,
Wong. So
thank
that's
you,
why
thank
we
you.
always call him BMW. Yeah, billionaire Michael Wong, or billionaire,
Thank
like billion
you. Thank you
Michael.
very much. I'm truly honored to have that nickname.
Yes, yeah, and I don't know what Stephanie over here. Hey, I missed that. I'm not sure what that is. And thanks, Michael, for sincere sharing. Really
Thank you,
sharing so much
Florence.
genuine wisdom and attitude towards acceptance. Wang Lei Ing, Jia Yo, Michael,
Uh,
JT. Thank you, handsome Michael, for sharing. Real
thank you,
call.
JT.
So fun and happy, and so happy to see you and
Thank
you
you,
get
Ryoko.
a kind soul. Yeah, so you see, it takes a lot of courage. Again, it takes a lot of courage for you as well as for us, Body Mind Soul magazine,
Mhm.
to decide a topic and openly discuss about it. Our aim of Body Mind Soul magazine is always to hope that a talk as such can elevate and can also uplift the spirit who happen to have going through similar situation. And we hope all the audience over here truly get something from Michael, and it was very authentically shared. And if you missed the front part, I now remember what Stephanie said about missing the front part is missing seeing Michael Wong cry live in the app. Yes, I believe that's what she was referring to.
I believe that is the first time your guests cry on the live talk show.
Yes.
When it's, when it's a
I
male crying.
Yes, yes, and they were all betting because I'm a person who can cry very easily, and a lot of time
Uh,
I cry
uh,
without reason. They were betting with me that if Michael is crying, so were you. So I'm quite proud. Proud in the sense it's not that it's nothing to be compared, but because
mm,
of my role, because of my role that I need
mm,
to continue to speak with you. If I am to go
mm.
in together with you, I'm sure after when we are off live, you will see me crying in front of you, like Michael. But you know what? Let us end this topic, turning to the light, with a little more lighter note. I really wish to pull this out from your article, where it's part of the quote inside your article that is available on our latest volume 25. We allow ourselves to grieve when the feelings arise. We allow ourselves to cry when needed, like what you have always said in the live talk, not suppressing the tears or emotions. We allow ourselves to remember him, not pushing away memories that come up. Yeah, so this is so beautifully say. A lot of time when we were truly thinking of our loved one, because of the pain that's inside our heart, we choose to push away the memory.
Yes,
But
correct,
over here, you show us there are always two coins of life, including
correct,
the word
correct,
good.
correct, correct.
So with the last minute coming up, Michael, BMW, right? Any last part of words of wisdom that you truly, truly want to share with the audience?
Yeah. Thank you, Christina, for hosting the show, the talk show. I thank you, everybody, for all your support that you have given to us during this difficult time. This wonderful experience that I would say. And I just want to say thank you very much for the support. Then, as I say in the beginning, if a layman like me can overcome can overcome, adapt, and this situation, I'm sure all of you can do it as well. But you just need to get the right place to do it, and the golden space is one truly magical place that can really help us.
Thank you, Michael. And I'm sure all your words of wisdom you have keep on reminding us, especially the part when you talk about not suppressing and the quote that I've just flashed out. So much
Right.
gratitude, Chui Ling, for Michael for sharing, and also Ivan words to live by. So thank you to all the audience. Thank you for sharing with us. Thank you for crying together with us, whether you are in front of the camera or you're not in front. Thank you for staying with us. It is truly a very honored, and it is our pleasure from Body Mind Soul magazine to have Michael to share with us, and to have Vivian has been continuing the commenting and sharing with us how she feels. And you know what? Derek will always live in our heart and in love and in light. And I would like to end this live talk just with this slide. And goodbye to all of you. And next week, we have another interesting topic coming up. So we will see you next week. Thank you, Michael, once again.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
All the crowd. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.